Welcome to the CompTIA A+ Prepcast presented by baremetalcyber.com. Printers are essential peripherals in many environments, and when they fail to produce quality output, productivity suffers. From paper jams and print fading to text distortion and mechanical noise, output issues can arise in laser, inkjet, and thermal printer models. These problems can stem from consumables like toner or ink, hardware faults like rollers or fusers, or software errors related to drivers and data processing. The A+ certification emphasizes symptom recognition and simple resolution steps for common printer issues, especially those that can be resolved without advanced tools or disassembly. Paper jams remain one of the most frequent and frustrating printer issues. A paper jam typically occurs when a sheet becomes stuck between feed rollers, inside the fuser assembly, or in the output tray. This halts the print job and often triggers a warning light, sound alert, or an error message on the printer's screen. Jams may be caused by worn rollers that cannot grip the paper properly, misfeeds due to improper paper loading, or obstructions along the feed path. Printers may stop completely until the jam is cleared, requiring user intervention and basic mechanical checks. Clearing a paper jam requires caution and methodical steps to prevent injury or damage. The printer should be powered off and allowed to cool, particularly in laser printers with hot fuser assemblies. Users should check both the input and output trays and carefully remove any jammed sheets, being mindful not to tear the paper. Any remaining fragments can lead to future jams or print quality problems. It is also important to inspect roller surfaces and nearby components for signs of wear or debris that may have contributed to the issue. Ghosting is a specific issue that typically affects laser printers and is characterized by a faint duplicate image appearing further down the printed page. This issue is usually caused by a bad fuser or an imaging drum that fails to discharge properly between cycles. Residual toner that was not fused or cleaned correctly is picked up again and deposited as a secondary image. Replacing the drum or fuser unit often resolves the problem. Some printers may require both components to be replaced if the ghosting persists despite maintenance efforts. Faded or light print output can indicate a number of different issues. In laser printers, this may be caused by a low toner cartridge or worn-out imaging components. In inkjet printers, dried ink or clogged nozzles can produce uneven or faded text and images. Print settings may also play a role. Some printers may default to a draft mode that reduces ink or toner usage, resulting in lighter output. Print test pages help isolate whether the issue is with a specific color, cartridge, or printer setting. Replacing consumables or performing a cleaning cycle is often an effective first step. Garbled or scrambled text on printed pages is often the result of a communication failure between the computer and the printer. This may stem from an incorrect or outdated driver, a firmware conflict within the printer, or data corruption during transmission. USB or network cables that are frayed, improperly shielded, or too long may also introduce errors. Occasionally, the printer's onboard memory may be insufficient or may become unstable during large print jobs. Reinstalling drivers, updating firmware, or changing the data cable often resolves these symptoms. Smudging or streaking is a visual defect where toner or ink appears smeared or dragged across the page. This may occur if the fuser assembly is failing to properly bond toner to the paper or if toner is leaking from a damaged cartridge. Smudges are often still wet to the touch or can be rubbed off easily. Inspecting the interior of the printer for toner buildup or residue on the paper path can help isolate the source. In some cases, the drum unit may be scratched or contaminated, requiring cleaning or replacement to restore clean output. Misalignment and registration errors occur when printed content appears shifted, layered incorrectly, or not properly aligned with the paper. These problems can be mechanical or sensor-based. Dirty or miscalibrated sensors that track paper movement may cause skewed output. Mechanical drift within rollers or guides may also contribute to printing errors, especially if parts are worn or loose. Running the printer's calibration utility typically corrects minor alignment problems, More severe cases may require component replacement or realignment. Printers often include built-in tools to help isolate and diagnose output problems. Diagnostic pages may include a print test page, status report, or calibration sheet. These internal test pages can confirm whether a print quality issue originates from the printer hardware or is caused by the connected device or application. Technicians can initiate these pages directly from the printer's onboard menu or through the printer software installed on the computer. Reviewing these pages helps narrow down potential faults quickly. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Feeding issues where multiple pages enter the printer at once are common in aging devices or environments with high humidity. When more than one page is pulled into the print path, it may result in jams, partial prints, or blank sheets in the output tray. This typically occurs because of worn feed rollers or separation pads, which are designed to grip only a single sheet at a time. Humidity can also cause paper sheets to stick together. Replacing the rollers and ensuring the paper is stored in a dry area can prevent these multi-page feeding problems from recurring. Wrinkled or crumpled paper output can be a sign of mechanical damage or environmental influence. If paper exits the printer with creases or uneven folds, it may have encountered an obstruction along the paper path. Rollers that have deteriorated or shifted may cause improper feeding, while excessive heat from a malfunctioning fuser can warp or curl paper. Additionally, using paper that is too thick, too thin, or stored improperly can result in distorted output. Technicians should inspect the rollers, test with different paper stock, and verify that the printer's heat settings are functioning properly. In inkjet printers, color quality issues may show up as streaks, blotches, or sections of missing color. This can be caused by dried ink in the print heads or depleted cartridges. Built-in cleaning cycles often restore normal print behavior, but persistent problems may require head replacement. Using original equipment manufacturer or OEM, ink helps maintain consistent color fidelity and flow. Low-quality or third-party cartridges may not dispense ink evenly or may dry out faster. If color reproduction varies over time, technicians should test with new cartridges and run printhead diagnostics. Page layout problems like incorrect orientation or scaling often originate in user settings or driver mismatches. A document designed in portrait mode may print in landscape, or the content may be shrunk or clipped if the printer driver interprets the layout differently than the application. This can occur when the application's page setup and the printer's default settings are not aligned. Technicians should verify both application and printer properties, then print a test job using default layout settings to confirm resolution. Adjusting orientation and scaling options typically resolves these formatting discrepancies. Print jobs that appear stuck in the queue may prevent all subsequent documents from printing, even if the printer itself is functioning properly. A stalled print spooler, the system service responsible for managing queued jobs, can cause files to remain in a pending or error state indefinitely. Restarting the print spooler service through the operating system often clears the queue. If the problem persists, removing and re-adding the printer can reinitialize the driver and reset communication. This process is especially important in shared network environments where multiple users rely on a single printer. Environmental factors can play a surprising role in print quality and reliability. High humidity can cause paper to absorb moisture, affecting how toner or ink adheres to the surface. Dust buildup on rollers or inside the printer can lead to jams or smudging. Temperature extremes may affect toner fusion in laser printers or ink flow in inkjet models. Technicians should ensure that printers are located in clean, climate-controlled environments. Supplies such as paper and toner should be stored properly to avoid contamination and degradation that could lead to output problems. With mobile printing on the rise, app-based printing issues have become more common. Users may report that their mobile app cannot find the printer, or that files sent from phones appear corrupted or fail to print entirely. These problems may be caused by outdated apps, incorrect permissions, or incompatibility with the printer's mobile protocol. Ensuring that the app is up to date and that the printer is cloud-capable or network-enabled is the first step. If issues persist, removing and re-adding the printer connection on the mobile device can often restore functionality. A practical example highlights the diagnostic approach. A user reports that all printed documents appear faded and uneven. The technician prints a test page and observes similar results, confirming the issue is hardware-related. After inspecting the toner cartridge, the technician notes it is nearly empty and replaces it with a new OEM unit. A second test page prints correctly, verifying that the faded output was caused by low toner. The technician records the cartridge's serial number in inventory and advises the user on monitoring print quality as toner levels decline. Regular maintenance is essential to keeping printers in working condition and avoiding recurring quality issues. This includes replacing consumables such as toner, ink, and feed rollers on schedule. Firmware should be kept up to date to ensure compatibility with modern operating systems and to correct known issues. Periodic cleaning cycles, both automated and manual, remove dust and buildup that contribute to jams and smudges. These routine practices prevent many print problems from appearing and form part of a broader preventative maintenance plan. To summarize, printer output issues can range from physical problems like jams and wrinkles to software-related errors like driver mismatches or corrupt cues. Ghosting, fading, misalignment, and smudging are common symptoms that require attention to both the mechanical and software sides of the printer. Built-in diagnostics, careful observation, and routine maintenance help resolve most of these problems efficiently. For the A+ certification, understanding the causes, symptoms, and remedies for printer malfunctions is an important part of demonstrating well-rounded technical support skills. Thank you for listening. Please visit baremetalcyber.com for more cybersecurity information, podcasts, books, and more.